Hi guys, welcome to day 14 of our 21-day bioenergy and wellbeing reset. So on the bioenergy side of things today, we're going to talk about around the area of our bioenergy diploma course. So I get a lot of people asking me, what is the diploma course all about? And what do you do in the bioenergy diploma course? So I'll talk around that a little bit today. And on the wellbeing side, it's to look at tuning into our hearts, into the sense of what is self-love, self-care for us. Listening to our inner guidance, listening to our inner sense of being, our inner awareness, and bringing in a sense of being. So instead of the sense of doing, the sense of being. So I'll talk around that as well. So with our bioenergy diploma course, so when people say to me, what's it all about? What do you do in that course? So we run for 8 months. 1 weekend a month, so Saturday and a Sunday. Saturday is 10 o'clock to 5 o'clock and Sunday is 10 o'clock to 4 o'clock. We train in live online classes. Everything was in person up to a few years ago, and now our classes are live online, but we also bring people together in person during the diploma course as well. So you get to meet up with everybody if you'd like to come along to that. It's not a mandatory part of the course, but it's offered for everybody who'd like to come along and to enjoy that experience. It's a practical day. So it's a day for doing our practical side of the bioenergy. So within our diploma course, we learn all about bioenergy. Traditional bioenergy is really working through the chakras, but we bring a lot more into our program as well. So with the way we practice and I suppose the energy healing modalities that are involved in how we practice, we're teaching you to work with all of the subtle energy systems of the physical body and our energy system. So all of the energy systems that are related to our body's been fed with chi, with prana, with life force energy, with megahertz of energy, and our body's being protected with this energy as well. And also how our bodies communicate outwardly through these energy systems as well, and how that makes sense, how that works, the structures around that as well. We teach you how to read balance and imbalance within your physical body, right down to a cellular level. And we also teach you how to read balance and imbalance within all of the subtle energy systems as well. Now, it's done in a very step-by-step way, so there's no overwhelm with this. We're also teaching you all of the related aspects of the biological physical body for each energy system that we're working on as we work through the 8 months as well. So it's structured in a really nice way. There's a lot of well-being and self-care aspects to the course, and part of these are for us to learn for ourselves. And the other side of it is they're there for us to share with our clients as well. So we're teaching you about the deeper work with the bioenergy, how to tune into your inner sense of knowing, your inner guidance, your intuition. That comes through really strongly the more you do this practice as well. We also use a number of different tools and skill sets that we teach you from very early on in the course with regard to how to tune into somebody else's, our own and somebody else's physical system and energy system, to read where these balances and imbalances may be. And we talked another day earlier on in this reset about what these imbalances could be related to: stress, shock, trauma, food intolerance, lots of different things. So we have a team working. So it's myself, Helen O'Flynn. I'm the managing director with the Bioenergy Academy of Dublin. I'm also the lead lecturer. We also have our lecturers Sean and Declan, who come in and teach us Qigong. They're also masters of meridians. Their work is amazing. And then my co-worker Aga as well, who comes in and supports our practical work and some of our teaching within the bioenergy program as well. So it's an amazing team to work together. We have some other support assistants who work with us in the academy as well, who come in and out of our program. So it's a beautiful way to learn how you can go deep with energy work, and you will have a very strong understanding as to what energy is, how we relate to it, how it relates to us, how it relates to everything around us, and how we relate to everything around us through energy as well. So you'll really understand what is going on with energy as well, how we are interacting with others, and you will know very clearly if your energy is protected, if your energy is clear, learning how to clear the spaces around you as well, in your home or your workspace or wherever you may be. You're really tuned into energy all the time. Now, it doesn't take over. It becomes a new awareness, and you can't unlearn it once you know it. So what happens is we start to have a more vibrant, expanded experience in life. We become very aware of things that are not in a vibrational match to where we're at. It can feel very off to us if things are not in a vibrational match, in the sense that our energy vibration goes to a more expanded, more joyful type of level. Now, things still happen around us, stresses and stuff like that, but we learn to bounce back from these quicker because we have the awareness as to how these are impacting on our systems, and we then have tools to know where is the impact held within my system, and we have to have tools within our bioenergy practices to release that impact as well. So our resilience shoots up, our sense of self, our sense of awareness, our sense of knowing, all of these things grow. Our intuition, as I mentioned, gets stronger naturally with this work as well. And that comes through very much in a way that's personal and individual to each person. You know, we're all unique beings, and that's a very personal journey, although we hear commonalities and similarities across it when we're engaging with each other about this work. You're joining a like-minded community. You know, a community and a class initially with the class that you train in, and then a wider community of bioenergy practitioners and energy practitioners as well. And some people obviously do this just for themselves, to learn how to use energy for their own health and well-being. Some people do it to work with their families, their friends, and some people like to bring it into their business with clients as well. So whether that's a brand new business that you're going to create as part of your course, where you want to start working straight away, or it may be that you have other modalities, well-being, complementary type of practices that you want to bring this in as an add-on to that as well. So it's a different journey for everybody, but the structures that we have really support you with that as well. So there's theory in the program. There has to be theory. We have to learn about the background and, you know, the knowledge and all of the different parts that go together to learn about energy work on the theory side of things. And then we have the well-being aspect to it as well, which is really, really important. It's, you know, it really feeds into the self-love, self-care side of things for us as well. And then we have our bioenergy practice, which we need to know the theory of, and we also need to very much focus on the practical aspect as well. So there's a really big focus on that. On the practical aspect, from day one, we're teaching you how to work remotely with energy. And we also teach you how to work in person with energy within your bioenergy sessions as well. So when you're doing your case studies, everybody does case studies. So when you're doing your case studies at home with your family, your friends, or contacts that you have, connections that you have, we support people as well to, if they want to have people, if they can't find people to practice on for case study sessions, we can find people easily as well to support you. We've a very large network. So when you start to practice that as well, you notice that your intuition starts to come through. If you do want to set it up as a business, you start to build up a client base while you're working on the program. Word spreads fast about your practice and the benefits that your friends and family are receiving from the sessions that they're having with you while you're training in the course. And you start to find other people asking if they can have sessions as well. They've heard that X person had X challenge and it's resolved for them, that they had sessions with you, and you know that they feel supported and their health and well-being feels better from it as well. Now, we don't say that we are healers with this work. We say that we facilitate healing, and the reason for that is that we are working with a client's own innate healing system. So what we're doing is working with a client to help them to activate their own innate healing. And there can be blocks in the way of that, which are the things that we talked about, like stress and shock and trauma and that type of thing as well. So we support clients to tap into their own systems, where they can give permission for whatever it is they've been holding in their system, mostly through self-protection, to allow that to release so that their own innate healing can be activated and healing can take place. So we would say we facilitate healing in that way. So we have the tools, the structures, the practices, the knowledge, the experience, the know-how to help to remove those roadblocks and those challenges within this training as well. So it's a really wide and varied course. There's a huge amount of other things in it as well, to do with, there's lots of modules to do with setting up your own business, if that is something that's of interest to you, looking at the energetics of your business. We also look at the subconscious limiting belief side of things as well, and that can play a really big part in our healing being activated to its optimum levels or being held back for some reason. So that's something that we need strong awareness to be able to tap into. We show you how to deep dive into certain aspects of the system as well. So say, for example, the nervous system or the hormones or endocrine system as well. Both of those systems can be impacted really regularly when you're working with clients as well. And it can be just daily stresses impacting on the nervous system, can throw the endocrine system out of balance. So we teach you how to do all of that as well. You're also learning how to work with all ages. So from birth, we can work in utero as well if it's needed, but from birth all the way up to the end of our days as well on this earth in this lifetime. So you're supported through all of that as a student to know how to work with any client no matter what they present to you with. So if somebody comes along with mental health challenges, emotional health, physical health, spiritual health, energetic health issues, that we can support them with that, you know. And sometimes we need to check if referrals are needed, if additional support is needed from a wider team. So they're all things that we need to keep in mind when we're working with somebody as well, that we're always looking at a really wide holistic type of have a really wide holistic type of view when we're working with a client, so that they're getting the best and optimum type of care that they need for whatever challenge is going on for somebody, or challenges are going on for somebody at that particular time. So it's a packed course. It's very doable in the sense that there isn't a huge amount of studying needed outside of your course weekends. So you can do as much or as little as you want, but we do ask and we recommend that you would try and do a minimum of 1 hour a week. Now some people would do 4 hours in 1 week, some people would spread it out and do 1 hour for 1 week each week between the course weekends. So it's whatever way that works for you, but we would say a minimum of 1 hour a week. That will get you through the program. You know, if that's what you'd like to do as well. Now some people do extra work as well within it. They like to sit down and to spend more time on it. You know, but that's the type of commitment as well. We have a lot of people who come into the class. Some people have their children with them. That's absolutely fine. We work around it. It's whatever you need within the class as well. So they are live online classes, which people love because you can stay in the comfort of your own home or your own space, wherever that space may need to be. You can do this from your phone, from your tablet, from your laptop, from desktop. You can do it from anything. You know, all of your material is provided to you in a very accessible way as well. We have lots of interaction with our class during the course program and also after the course program within our graduate group as well. So it's a really beautiful community to be involved with, and I feel very privileged that we have the amazing community that we have in our students and our graduates as well, who are also supportive to each other on an ongoing basis as well, long-term basis as well. So it's beautiful to have that there. So that's a sort of overview of our Bio Energy Diploma course. Now we have a free workshop tomorrow. It's a 1 hour workshop from 10 o'clock in the morning to 11, where I go into all of this information in a deeper format as well. I also show you how to read your energy and to boost your energy in that session as well. If you can't make 10 to 11 a.m, there's a replay available to anybody who registers for that. I'll pop the links for our diploma course and our free 1 hour workshop into the comments below as well, if you're interested in coming along to that or registering for the replay. We also then, just to talk about, you know, we're bringing in the wellbeing side to this practice as well. So one aspect to talk about with wellbeing, so a lot of the things we've spoken about up to now have been about doing. They're relaxation, they're tuning into ourselves, they're tuning into being centered, but they're still about doing. So today is just to talk about being a human being. So it's tuning into our heart space, feeling what feels like love to us to do in a particular moment. And sometimes it can be just having a rest, having a nap, taking 10 minutes out, taking an hour out, whatever it is. It could be sitting in the car to get a bit of time and space to yourself if the house or home is busy. It can be just lying down, going back to bed for a while, just having a rest, whatever shape or form that takes for you. It could be going out in nature, going for a walk, sitting on a bench or lying in the grass and just saying, I'm just going to take some time out and I'm just going to be. I'm going to allow myself to just be. You know, I'm not needed. Nobody needs me. I can just take this little bit of time for myself. You know, and just even closing your eyes, allowing your eyes to rest. You don't even need to go to sleep if you don't want to. Just allowing yourself to have a bit of rest and just be. Don't feel any pressure to do anything. And just seeing if this feels like it resonates with your heart. So it's what feels like love for me to do today? And does it feel like love to just have a rest? Go slow, slow down. Take it a bit easier. Give myself permission to not have to do the 50 million things that I might have on a list in my head or written down. People may be calling me, may need me. And just check in to say, can I just take a bit of time out here for myself? Can I allow myself to just have a little rest? So it's just to tune in to that for yourself, you know, on any day. It doesn't have to be just today. And just see how that feels for you. Does it resonate? Just say, do you know what? I actually just need a bit of time out. And it needs to be time for just me. So I hope you've enjoyed what we've chatted about today. Looking forward to our next day as well. Thank you for connecting in as always. And talk to you soon. Wishing you a great day ahead. Take care, guys. Big hugs.